They pulled up as close as they could get to front door, so as to keep Ted's exposure to a minimum. They got out of the car and headed into the pharmacy, and Ted received a bunch more stares, but oddly once they got inside no one much seemed to bother about Ted being in just a diaper. They headed over to the incontinence aisle, and Ted was amazed at how huge the selection available was. They had everything from disposable diapers to cloth diapers, and so many different brands and sizes. They had bottles and pacifiers and bibs and shirts called Onuses. They had baby lotion and baby oil and of course baby powder. As Ted was looking at all the various items, a clerk came up to them and asked if he could help them. Sarah said yes he could and went on to briefly explain Ted's condition. "Well," said Brad, the clerk, "I am sorry to hear that, but we can certainly help you. We have everything you're going to need and maybe even a few things you'll like as well." Ted just looked at him. Sarah explained what they wanted. Brad suggested that for their needs, they would want a minimum of 3 dozen daytime diapers, to be doubled up, and 2 dozen nighttime diapers, to be added to the daytime diapers. They would also need at least 30 pairs of plastic pants. And for school and other activities, at least 2 cases of the thicker diapers like Ted had on now, and a thinner diaper for the times he wanted something more discreet, so they would have an adequate supply on hand, because there is nothing worse than running out of diapers at 3 a.m. when nothing is open. The rest of the supplies they would need they could easily pick up on an as-need basis. Sarah listened to Brad, and for the most part agreed with him, but she decided that a larger supply would be better. She thought about it and told Brad that she would go with 10 dozen daytime diapers and 8 dozen nighttime diapers and 5 cases each of the thick and thinner disposables, and 2 cases each of powder, lotion, diaper rash cream, wipes and baby oil, and about 200 diaper pins. He explained that she didn't want to run out or do laundry every single day. She also said they would need about 100 pairs of plastic pants, if they had all that in stock. Brad assured her that they did and he would have no trouble filling their order. Sarah said that was good and asked Brad if it would be possible to have all that loaded into her SUV parked just out front. Brad said that would be no problem at all. Sarah said that she still needed to pick up a few things and she wanted Ted to go, that it was a good idea, but he didn't want people to think he was a baby. Brad asked, "Well, do you just have plain white underwear at home, or do you also different colors and designs as well?" Ted smiled. Brad was right. He would pick out some of almost all there was. He decided to stay away from the very feminine-looking ones, the ones that were pink and had ruffles on them. Ted picked out some white ones, but also red, blue, green, orange, black, purple, yellow and gray, and lots of different prints, everything from teddy bears to kittens and puppies, to spaceships and airplanes, to his personal favorite pair, which was a baseball theme. All in all, Ted got at least 3 pairs of each except for the baseball ones. He got 5 of those and about 15 pairs of just white ones. While Ted was picking out his plastic pants, he suddenly messed his diaper. It was another large load and Ted couldn't stop it no matter how hard he tried. Ted started to get upset and he was very embarrassed. Brad noticed what had happened and said, "Hey, it's okay, don't worry about it, that's what your diaper is for." Ted was grateful for Brad's understanding, but he didn't know what to do. Brad told Ted to finish getting his plastic pants and he would go talk to his mom for a minute. Ted agreed to this. He didn't really want to walk around like this anyway. Brad was back in less than 5 minutes and told Ted that his mom was still busy shopping and that if it were okay with him he would change Ted's diaper. Ted readily agreed to this. He didn't care who changed him, he just wanted out of this messy diaper. Brad told Ted to pick out a pair of plastic pants, because he would be changing him into cloth diapers. Ted didn't even have to think about it. He grabbed a pair of the baseball plastic print pants. Ted looked at Brad, but Brad just smiled and said, "Okay, let's go get you looked after." And he led Ted back into the change room. Walking in a messy diaper was different than walking in messy pants. For one thing, the diaper kept the mess up against his backside and spread it around more, as opposed to when he messed his pants earlier where it just sort of sat in the bottom of his underwear. Ted felt his mess go further up his backside and he even felt it up around his nuts. The more Ted walked in his messy diaper, the more he decided that a messy diaper wasn't such a horrible thing.